it. Billy Bush in studio with us right now, Kris Allen. And let's look, at the end of the season, at the end of the year, people like to make lists. When the top 10 hits of the year comes out, Live Like We're Dying is going to be on there, man.
I hope so, man. That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
It was on a Now CD. Is that how you know you've made it? It's like your song is on a Now CD?
Yeah.
Now 47 or whatever the heck it was?
If it's on a Now CD or if it's on, what were those CDs called with the kids sing them?
Oh.
Bop. Kids
yeah,
Bop.
Yeah, no, yeah, totally.
If the Kids Bop, if you make it there.
That's a whole different level.
Then you know you're there, baby.
Kids Bop.
But that's awesome, man. It's, first major hit to have it, go all the way to be on a list like that is got to make you feel good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's first single, and the success that it had, I can't say. I mean, it blew me away. So really cool.
What's it like now? You win American Idol, right? All that massive fanfare and all that, and then you got to go to then you got to really get to work. You got to go out. You got to visit the small towns of America, the medium cities, the big cities. You got to go touch the people and really build from there. Is it like starting over?
It's not like starting over because you obviously have a fan base,
right?
But it's different because you go out there and you're still gaining fans, and you're gaining more and more fans all the time, and more than anything, you're learning because you don't get to learn a lot during that show, at least about the business. And so it's nice to be throughout this whole time just been learning and trying to get better and trying to stay in this game,
Yeah. The new single is All Right With Me, and I mean, how's that been, getting out there and working it? You got to work a single. You do, and I think for this one it feels really good because I really love this song. Like, I really do. I think it's a really good vibe song. I wrote it with Joe King from The Fray, and I don't know, man. It's just a cool vibe song and a lot of fun to play live. Get the crowd really involved. Very sing-alongy, so I think it's going to catch on. How do you, when you and Joe King sit down to write this song, what's the collaboration like? He actually had the initial idea, which was it was like a little bit of the guitar part and some bass drum, and that was it. And then we kind of started from scratch there, and then it just kind of started flowing, and it went over the next couple weeks, and it came out to be just a cool song. That's outstanding. Yeah. Now, you are on tour right now, and you're performing actually tonight at the Gibson, right? Right. With Lifehouse. Lifehouse. What's it like working with those guys? What's the vibe? Are they cool dudes? Is there any one of them, a prick? Or they're super cool dudes, man. They are really good at basketball, apparently, and so they kill us all the time. The Kris Allen squad versus the Lifehouse squad, and it's a no-brainer, actually. Like, their guitar player used to be an Australian pro or something like that, so he never misses, like, ever. It's ridiculous. You're checking in at what, 5'8", 5'9"? You got to be point guard. That would be nice. That would actually be really nice. 5'7". I was trying to help you, brother. I appreciate that. I always give myself an extra inch, so I was trying to give you one too. It's like Tom Cruise, Exactly. Think of what a star he is. So, but have you ever won, or is it like an everyday thing, or every week, or? We go as much as we can, and I think we've been 3 times now, something like that, and it's been them every time. It's ridiculous. So we try not to stick them on the same team most of the time. You got to bring in some ringers. We got to bring in some help, man. You want to come out? Are you any good? I can help you. Yeah. Okay. You will not. You'll do worse. Okay. With me, Kris Allen in studio, and we are talking. Who do you keep in touch with from Idol? Do you text with anybody especially, or? A lot of texting going on. Danny and Adam, Anoop, Michael, all those people. Matt. Yeah. What the heck is Anoop up to right now? He's making music, man. So, is he? Yeah, he's touring the country and trying to do the same thing that I am. How many idols, I wonder, from the are out there working it? I mean, you got to figure the top 12 from every season. I think everybody's busy, I mean, everybody that I talk to is really busy, so they're trying to do their thing, trying to make music, and all the show does is give you opportunity. They're just trying to make the most with it. That's really funny. I just thought of something. I'm throwing a New Year's Eve party in Salt Lake City, Utah, on having a big gig, and the guy who's playing is a guy named Sean Burrows, and he was like number 11 or something, season I don't know, somewhere in there, but he was in the top of Idol. Nobody remembers the guy, but he's really, really good. There's so much talent that comes through this show. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I remember the top 10 of my season was just incredible. So anybody could have won that year. You're kind to say that. Kris Allen in studio here at the Billy Bush Show, and what are you doing this holiday? You going home for Thanksgiving? Visit your folks?
We fly home on Thanksgiving. We're on tour right now. We'll fly home on Thanksgiving
in the morning.
In the morning, probably like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And go do like 2 Thanksgiving, one with the wife, one with my family. So
you go to her family and then yours.
Yeah. That's
outstanding. So do you have to eat twice?
Yeah, we usually eat small at the first and then just kill it at the second one.
Hey, Kris, here's a stat for you. The average American consumes 4,500 calories on Thanksgiving meal.
I figured it'd be more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
229 grams of fat.
That's awesome.
That's so good.
Just one day. I mean, might as well.
And in Arkansas, they don't hold back on the butter and
heck no, man.
Extra stick
of
butter,
what the
baby.
Heck we're doing.
That's out. Any traditions that you guys have with the families? Or touch football game or watching football? Or?
Usually just watching football and eating a lot of dang food. Maybe throwing the football around.
That's great.
Yeah.
How's your, with all the touring? How's your wife doing with it all? She go with you on the road?
She's here in LA right now, and she comes out every once in a while. So that's always nice, and she likes coming out, especially to cool places like LA. So.
Does she have is there like a policy between you guys? Have like no more than 2 weeks apart or 3 weeks?
I think that's the policy actually. 2 weeks. We try not to spend more than 2 weeks apart.
That's tough. I was just talking to Russell Crowe earlier, and he was making this movie. He was apart from his wife and kids for 87 days.
Wow.
I just don't know how anyone can do that, right?
That's a really long time.
That'd be tough, especially starting early. Whoa, what was that? Oh, Kris, we follow you on Twitter.
Do you?
Benny Medina. This guy could be a good manager for you someday. Oh, sorry. That's J-Lo's guy. Goodbye, Benny. Turn that off. Sorry. We follow you on Twitter.
Okay.
But Twitter, Facebook, what's your social networking
I
choice?
think I have both of them, but I usually do Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't ever touch Facebook.
Do you Twitter with fans? Do you retweet people as much as you can?
I try. I mean, I try the interesting stuff. Like if they say something interesting or have a good question, I'll try to answer that.
It's hard to get through all that stuff.
There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it.
You can't get sucked into the social networking world. It can
be really addicting, and like I see myself every once in a while just looking at it all day. I'm like, okay, Kris, you got to stop doing that.
Get a life, right?
Yeah.
What about fan experiences? Do most? I mean, you're a married guy, but do any of the ladies go crazy? Have you ever had undergarments thrown at you? Has it been? Does it get wild out there?
One or two.
Yes.
And when you go out into the crowd, people will take advantage of that and
get a grope,
grab certain areas, and it's like, oh gosh. So. That happens.
Hey, honey. Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you? How do you hold the microphone and fend off an overeager fan?
Exactly. So it's trying to push them away. Hey, maybe that's not right. So yeah, it's a little funny.
Well, Christmas is right in front of us. Is there anything special on your Christmas wish list? If you could get anything, what would it be?
I really want a new guitar, man. I know that's weird, probably, but I really want like a really nice guitar.
It's like a race car driver wanting a new car.
A really nice car, yeah.
I'd say now who would get this? Would be a label gift, I think, or maybe the wife. Or
I don't know. Probably not the wife. She doesn't know too much about guitars. I'd probably have to go get it myself.
It's like a woman picking out a wedding ring. You got to go pick out the guitar and then say that's the one I want. Now somebody please give this to me.
Exactly.
Can we afford that? Steele? Can we give Alan a new guitar?
Let's talk about that.
How about pajamas?
Pajamas?
Yes, so you don't end up naked in a hallway.
Please, Danny.
You're supposed to ask about being naked in a hallway.
Kris, tell me about how did you end up naked in a hallway?
Here we go. Okay, so it was it was on tour this summer, and I'm in the hall. Go to bed at the hotel room as usual, pretty early actually. For some reason, I wake up at 2 in the morning outside of my room, and the door wakes me up. Like the slamming of the door behind me wakes me up, and I go, "Oh crap! I'm locked out of my room, and I'm naked." So I went to bed that night completely nude.
You sleptwalked out of out of your room into the hallway nude?
Exactly.
No phone?
Nothing. I mean, there's no pockets.
Doors locked?
So, yeah, everything's out there. So, first, I mean,
what did you do?
You feel defeated because there's nothing you can do. So I'm just walking around, hand over crutch, and just I'm on the 3rd floor, go through the 3rd floor looking for a tablecloth or something, Nothing. There's nothing, man. And then, so I go down to the gym. Gym is locked. I figured maybe there's a towel in the gym. I find a phone. Yeah, I know.
It's awesome.
Most embarrassing thing ever. I find a phone. I call the front desk. I'm like, hey man, I know this is a little weird, but I'm locked out of my room. And so he comes up, and he actually comes up from behind me, and I'm like kind of bent over looking for him the other way. And so he sees, that side of me.
The undercarriage.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So did he bring you a towel and get you back into your room?
He just got me back in my room, and I think he ran back.
Was there a deal? Like, hey, buddy, this is between you and me. This is our moment together.
I saw him the next day, and I did see him the next day because my key wasn't working, obviously. And so I went down to the front desk, and he said, rough night last night, huh? I was like, maybe we won't talk about that, huh?
He's like Bret Michaels was here just 2 weeks ago without incident. This Kris Allen guy's out of control.
The funny thing was, like, he was. This isn't the first time this is happening apparently in that hotel.
I'm sure he's gone through it all.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
I just hope there's not video.
Yeah, exactly. Their security cameras are on most floors, so somewhere
I know.
Well, let's hope it gets to the internet soon.
Please. Let's hope not.
Send that guy a nice Christmas present, right?
I might.
But give him a guitar. Kris Allen in studio now. New single's called All Right With Me. Live Like We're Dying is going to be a top 10 of the year, man. So I'd call that a successful year, sir.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Outstanding. Have a wonderful holiday.
Yeah, you too.
Enjoy with your family, bud.
I will do.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Good to see you.